National Nutrition Natural Health Reviews. 3 minutes of the latest naturopathic info with Canada's leading nutrition experts. Watch, learn, and get healthy naturally.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jonathan Beatty, naturopath and a health expert here at nationalnutrition.ca. One of the things I encounter in my office all the time is something called metabolic syndrome. What metabolic syndrome is it's essentially a collection of different symptoms indicating that your normal metabolic function is being impaired. That's your body's ability to produce energy, your body's ability to eliminate toxins. Basically, your body's ability to function normally is starting to become impaired, and that's going to be characterized by high blood pressure. You're going to have a high fasting blood glucose, so it's going to show that you're trending towards diabetes. You don't necessarily even have to have diabetes yet. You could have low good cholesterol, so that's low HDL cholesterol. Is also required for metabolic syndrome. Having high triglyceride levels, high triglyceride levels is another good sign of that. And then having a large waist circumference. So depending on men and women, the numbers change, but these things would qualify you for metabolic syndrome. And what essentially those things are identifying is your body's not properly able to manage its fats and lipids. It's not properly able to manage its sugar content in its tissues. And this is a sign that the metabolism, the normal function of the body, is breaking down. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to do to reverse this, because why metabolic syndrome is important is if you have metabolic syndrome, it's a sign that you're predisposed to developing a variety of conditions. You're at a higher risk of heart disease, a higher risk of arthritis. You're going to be at a higher risk of certain types of cancers. And so by getting your metabolic syndrome under control, getting your body's function back to optimal, that's going to reduce all the symptoms of metabolic syndrome, but reduce the risk of the development of more serious conditions. And so this is why it's important that we address it early. So the biggest things you need to start doing is essentially living well. Ways to get metabolic syndrome under control can be actually quite easy, except they're sometimes hard to implement because it requires a change in your lifestyle. So metabolic syndrome is often referred to as a lifestyle condition and is characterized by inactivity. So, humans were not designed to be sedentary, regardless of your skill level. You need to get out and exercise a little bit every day. Now, if you can run a marathon every weekend, going out and running 1 kilometer a day is not exercise. That's activity to you. However, if you struggle to run, a 1 kilometer run could be exercise for you. So the whole idea is working your body beyond what is what is comfortable, making yourself get out of breath a little bit every day. That's required to help correct metabolic syndrome. As well, you need to start eating better. Increasing vegetable intake, increasing the consumption of your healthy nutrients, increasing your fibers, your vitamins, your minerals, all of that is needed for your body to function properly. Nutrients are the basic molecules required to support and sustain life in the absence of disease. If you have any level of nutrient deficiency, that's automatically going to create a disease state, and sometimes that disease state manifests initially as the syndrome known as metabolic syndrome. So again, ensuring adequate nutrition is incredibly important for this type of condition. Now, some of the specific nutrients you'll want to focus on, things like chromium. Chromium helps your body become sensitive to insulin. It helps your body respond to the sugar in the blood. It helps your body respond to your insulin levels to better regulate your blood sugar. You're going to also want to ensure adequate CoQ10. Coenzyme Q10 is needed by every cell in the body to produce energy, but specifically with the heart, it can actually help improve cardiac output, meaning your heart takes less oxygen to deliver more oxygen. This will typically translate into more stable blood pressures and lower risk of cardiovascular disease. And then, of course, making sure you intake the right types of fat. So making sure you're getting your essential fatty acids, that can actually help. So increasing your omega-3s, for instance, can help to improve your good cholesterol levels. That's right, you're trying to raise your good cholesterol to help be protective against disease in the body. And so by do that by increasing your consumption of omega-3 fatty acids. fish oils are typically your best source, but if you are vegetarian, look for an algae source DHA or something along those lines as a good source of EFAs, which is going to help maintain that good cholesterol. And that's also going to help maintain healthy triglyceride levels. And then of course, the exercise, the healthy diet combined, those are going to help get your waist circumference back under control. That's going to help you eliminate the metabolic syndrome. That's going to reduce your risk of developing these chronic diseases and lead you to a lifestyle where you don't just survive, but you can thrive. So I hope this video has helped you out. Share it if you found it interesting. Subscribe to our channel. Any questions or comments you can post below. And always remember, knowledge is health.